All right. Wow. J-Rock gets stopped by Jason Rosario. Man, I got to tell you, I didn't see it coming. I saw the fight happening almost the exact opposite way that it turned out. But man, wow, it was a really great fight, man. Rosario's a big, strong dude. J-Rock is a good fighter, man. But, hey, you can train as much as you want to train, man, but you cannot train the chin. And that just seems like that's the Achilles heel for Julian J-Rock Williams. Let's talk about that in the fight and what happened in the fight in this video and what should probably, hopefully happen next at 154 pounds. Let's talk about it in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers, man. We're going to have a great talk tomorrow morning on OG Boxing Talk, covering this fight that happened with, as you can see, my phone is going crazy with people texting me about this knockout, this upset knockout victory by Jason Rosario, man. Excellent fighter, man. I thought the problem for this fight was going to be for Rosario is that Rosario didn't have a chin, because Rosario got rocked by Nathaniel Gallimore a few years back when he was really looking good and in the fight. So I knew that Jason Rosario was a good fighter, that he was a solid fighter, because I'd seen him fight in the past. But I just, I didn't take I took for granted that, hey man, the J-Rock himself got a funny chin, man, and that's what wound up happening. But as far as what the fight happened, before I do that though, I'm a little bit out of order in this video. Thank you guys so much for coming to the channel. I hope that you would subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Also, thank you to everybody that joins the channel as a member and everybody that supports on the Patreon. We got really good stuff going up on the Patreon this year. And also thank you to everybody that comes by the live streams Monday through Friday and on Sunday mornings. And we're going to be chopping it up tomorrow morning about this. But look, man, the 154 pound division, in my opinion, man, is the best. It's the most exciting and the best division in boxing, because this is a division where we are consistently seeing excellent fights. There is a lot of parity at the top of that division, man. We're seeing upsets. We're seeing redemption fights. We're just seeing just a lot of really good stuff. And this has been going back all the way to, I think it was in 2017, man. Like I said, man, my text is just going bananas. Let me power off my phone so I can get through this. Ever since there was that mini tournament that took place last year on I think it was on Showtime, where it was Gaucher fought Arislandi Lara, Trout fought Hurd, and Jermell Charlo fought Erickson Lubin. I was like, man, it is really on and popping in the 154 pound division. So it's not surprising at all, really, that something like this could happen to Julian Williams. Julian Williams is a very good fighter, man, but he stood right in front of the bigger guy, the stronger guy, and it seemed like everything that Jason Rosario, I think he goes by the name Banana, everything that he touched him with hurt him. Everything that he touched him with hurt him, man. He was getting hurt with jabs in the second round. I think this stoppage was probably in the 5th round. I do believe. Somebody can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but man, J-Rock was fighting on the inside in the first fight, fighting at mid-range in the first round, slipping jabs and straight right hands. He's hitting them with uppercuts, good straight counter right hands. Just real excellent textbook stuff, gritty stuff. But the fact that he doesn't have an exceptional chin it makes that style, it just makes him extremely vulnerable fighting at mid-range, man, because everything he got hit with at mid-range hurt him. Jason Rosario, man, my hat goes off to that guy, man. And actually, man, he took some really good, solid, straight shots from J-Rock. I think he might have even got hurt one time. and I think it was in the third round that J-Rock clipped him, and he looked like he, kind of made him step back a little bit, but it was just J-Rock's inability to take those shots to take the counter right hands or even the jabs from Rosario. Rosario, hey, he deserved that fight, man. And I'm going to tell you, I think the same thing happens if they fight again. He was man, I'm still taken back, man. This is so of all in the 154 pound division, there has been upsets with Jared Hurd being upset by J-Rock being upset by Rosario. You also had Tony Harrison upsetting Jermell Charlo, and Jermell Charlo coming back and getting his title back against Tony Harrison. Man, I would love to see Tony Harrison. There's so many matchups at 154 pounds that can take place that are excellent fights, man. The only thing missing from the 154 pound division is the fact that WBO belt is just, out there in limbo. And I talk about that in videos all the time. Teixeira more than likely isn't going to come near any of these guys, man. But, there is a high degree of parity, high amount of parity in that in the 154 pound division. Now, so congratulations to Rosario. Now, Rosario very well. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that I could think that Rosario would beat Jared Hurd. You know what I mean? I don't think Rosario's would beat a Jermell Charlo, but hey man, you just never know. But Jermell Charlo's got a chin on him. J-Rock doesn't have a chin on him. So what I'm hoping would happen next is this. Okay, what I'm hoping will happen next is this. I'm hoping just let Rosario go straight to Jermell Charlo. I really regret in the last video that I did in the prep for this fight that I didn't just say the winner should go on ahead to Jermell Charlo, because hey man, as it turned out, hey, J-Rock has everything you need, except J-Rock he has that curse, man. He's got that Amir Khan curse, man. He's got the Amir Khan curse. Who else are some of the more, solid fighters with glass chins, man? There's a lot of heavyweights that got that really solid, really solid boxing skill, but at the same time, man, they just cannot take a punch. And to have it happen in Philadelphia, man, I really feel for J-Rock, because I don't believe that he took anything for granted, or that he didn't train. In fact, man, he did come out and he did look a little dry walking in the first round, but he have to do with that type of chin, man. He really does have to be able to be more of an outboxer and just really try not to get clipped. He looked like he got spooked when that eye got cut in the second round, but hey man, it just, who knows what's gonna go on with J-Rock, man. Man, I feel bad for J-Rock, but again, 154 pounds, best division in boxing. Hopefully what we can see is a fight immediately with Jermell Charlo and Rosario. But if not, and J-Rock rematches this kid, because I wonder if J-Rock I don't know if J-Rock had a rematch clause, a rematch clause in his contract or not. But it just goes to show you, man, that the PBC is putting on a lot of tough fights. Especially in that particular card. That card had a lot of really awkward fights for the people that you would expect to win the fights. Joey, I watched the Joey Spencer fight. I don't understand why they support Joey Spencer. Joey Spencer he's a good fighter, man, but they really do give a lot of TV time to Joey Spencer. But they put Joey Spencer in there in a 6-round fight against a kind of a tricky southpaw that didn't want to engage. So that was a bit of I'm sure was a learning experience for Jason Rosario, for Joey Spencer. But then you had the fight after that, which was Chris Primetime Colbert against Giselle Corrales. And I knew that was going to be an awkward fight, man. I believe that, of course, that Chris Colbert could win the fight, but to fight another orthodox on southpaw style. That was the first fight for Jarrell Corrales with a former world champion, and I thought he looked good, trying to switch up looks, trying to figure different ways to get at a very, very difficult opponent in Jarrell Corrales. So as a result, I think we got a pretty entertaining fight towards the end. It was kind of ho hum in the middle a little bit, but in my opinion, Colbert's stock is just as high as it has ever been with me. But again, man, that was a really, really good fight card. I'm really I'm happy for Jason Rosario. I'm also happy for Bison fans, man, because man, that's a card that took place where you got unexpected results. So many fight cards this year, especially the ones on ESPN. And these things are just, you just know what's going to happen before the fight, even before the fight begins. And happily, we got a surprise today. I'm really glad I tuned in. You let me know what you think about J-Rock in the future and what he should be doing next in the 154-pound division. And with that, I'm out. Peace.